Thank you for joining us for Higher Realm Channeling. Give us just a moment and we will be stepping aside. So just take a slow, deep breath with us. Welcome, my children. I am glad that you are here. Tonight is a special topic. Yes, for those that sit in front of you, but we know that it is for each of you in your own way. We wish for you to understand that your lives here in this planet, on this dimension, whether it is 3 or 4 or 5 or wherever you are in duality, will still have struggles, will still have issues. And yet, we are aware that it is possible for you to find peace inside of the chaos that is happening in space and time that you exist. We are aware that it is possible for you to find happiness regardless of what is taking place in your life. Even in the most large struggles that you experience, even in the things that come and hit you hard, you are able to find peace and happiness. We wish to share with you from our perspective, which is a tad bit higher, where we come from and how we see things a little differently than perhaps you do. We wish for you only peace and only happiness and love and compassion. Yet we know that the experience that you are here to have, the experience that you are having on this planet, the experience you are having in your duality is not that. By definition, duality means that there are both happiness and sadness. By definition, duality means there is both light and dark. That means that there is both good and bad. If there was not, you would not be in duality. So, how, you ask, in the midst of all of these issues, how in the midst of the struggle, in the day-to-day grind, how can I find peace? How can I find happiness in the midst of all that is happening for me in my life? Many of you have struggles. You have financial struggles that you see. You have life or health struggles that you are aware of or that you are experiencing. You have relationship struggles, job struggles, many, many things that seem to not be going right. We wish to tell you, you are looking in the wrong place. Too often, you focus all of your attention on what is not right in your life, instead of focusing on even the one thing that is working correctly. And as we heard and you heard, those beings in front of you at this moment have some life struggles that are happening, and we are here to help them, much like your guides and your spirits and your loved ones are around you. And they are there to help you through this struggle, through whatever it is that you are experiencing. Because there is always peace. Chaos is the illusion. Yes, you must have both in the duality, yet they're always there. So if you can look inside through your meditative practices, if you can look inside through the heart breath that you were just taught, if you can look inside and find inside even a kernel of peace, a small light of peace, and you go there and breathe and calm and center, you will find peace and you will feel differently. Many of you have mentioned in previous times that life is different, having experienced this energy of anukrihealing, having experienced these higher channelings, that your life has changed, that you see life almost as a movie. You see the chaos happening around you, yet you are calm, the eye of the storm. You have seen that. You have felt that. We wish to say to you, you can stay there. You can find that place that is more peaceful. Now, things do come, and they come at you, and they come around you, and it will throw you off your game. It will throw you off your center. But if you have found it even once, you will know how to get back there. Through breathing, through connecting, through peace of meditation. Many of you like to write and journal. This is beautiful. Many of you like to process with therapists or friends. This is beautiful. We encourage all of these behaviors. And yet what we ask of you is this. Do not dwell on that which is not working the way you expect. Do not focus on that which is wrong in your life. All of those are judgments. All of those are things in your mind that you have decided. I like this, not this. I want this, not this. And when that happens, it causes you pain emotionally. It causes you extreme discomfort, and we do not wish that for you. We wish for you peace and happiness. We gave to these beings in front of you a story long ago, and it goes like this. If you are walking down a street, you can look down and see the dirt. You can look down and see the garbage. You can look down and see all that is wrong with that street you are walking on. Or you can look down and see the flower. Or you can look up and see the sky. Or look around you and see the people. That is your choice. So we are not saying that there are no problems. We are not saying they will all go away when you shift to 5D. You still are in 3D. You still have a body. You still have a family. You still have a life. You still have a job. What we are saying, though, is that your perception, your perspective, what it is you focus on, can bring you peace and happiness. And this is what we choose for you, yet you must choose for yourself. We wish for you to find that place of calm inside, that place of calm and refuge in your life. If it is a room in your house or sitting in your car, your vehicle, this is fine. Find a place where you feel good and know that you can go back there. It may be internally, which is the ideal, but it also may be a physical place, perhaps a park or a particular location. Then go there when you feel stressed. Go there when you feel overwhelmed. Go there when you feel out of control. Because finding that beautiful flower, finding that beautiful light, finding that beautiful peace will help you stay centered in the storm that swirls around you. Yes, you must make decisions when things are chaotic. You must make decisions when you are going every day to a job. We understand. Yet, do not allow that to be your life. Do not look back at your elder years and say, I wish I would have been more peaceful. I wish I could have enjoyed my life. You do not want to look back and have regrets. So as of this moment, commit yourself to finding that place, both inside and perhaps externally, where you can feel peaceful, where you can feel happy, where you can feel joy. We wish for you to feel joy, to feel happiness, to feel compassion for yourself. Because it is not that you will be able to feel compassion for others if you do not have compassion for self. You must go inside. You must find that space where you can find joy and happiness and peace. Then you are able to go out and face what is ahead and face what challenges that come. And they do not throw you every moment of every day. When someone says something, it doesn't throw you off of your peace. When something happens, it doesn't throw you off of your happiness. Find that place inside of you. Find that place, maybe physically, that you can go. Because we know that all of that will bring you back to center. Will bring you back to calm. And your group, not only here in front of you, that are here to support you, but those that you cannot see that are here also to support you. Your guides, your angels, your loved ones, they are here and they want you to be happy. They want you not to spend your life miserable. There is no need to dwell on what is wrong. There will always be something that does not quite meet your expectations. There will always be something that is not perfect in your mind. Yet know, it is all perfect. It is all the way it should be. And through that, find the peace inside of you. Find the space, create the space in your life to find that peace. Create the space in your life to find that joy, that happiness. Do not be miserable by always focusing on what is wrong. Focus on what is working. Focus on yourself, on what is good, the flower, not the dirt, the love, not the hate. It is by being love, being compassionate, that you bring more love and compassion to the world. And this is what we wish for each of you to find in the midst of the storm, in the midst of the chaos. Find that space for yourself.
Greetings, children of Terra Gaia. To find the peace within the calm within the chaos, the peace within turmoil. You must be present. You must be present to the turmoil. You must be present to the chaos. It is these times of great change and great movement in your lives that bring forth the opportunity to dive into the deepest depths of what you are and where you have been and where you will be. It is these times, not just for those before you, but for all of you. You are all experiencing deep change, deep movement, currents that are running through your lives and through your world in ways you have not known before, bringing up from the depths of your psyche that which remains to be released to source, to be released back into oneness that no longer is valid for you. Know that as you move through these times, as you remain present, as you let go of those things which you have used in the past that will take you out of the moment. Yes, you may use them as a numbing tool, but this is not the time for that. Now is the time to feel the deep and terrifying intensities of all that is happening within. Do not project it outward onto others. Do not project it onto the world. This is your journey. This is your time. This is your strength. We have prepared you. We have taught you over the eons to be ready for this moment in time. We have taught you and taught you. We have given you gift after gift, guidance after guidance, and you have practiced these things. Practice them more now. This is your path in life. This is why you are here. You are here. You are here to process this planet's own grief, its own turmoil. It is the same turmoil that the infant, that the fetus feels previous to birth. It is that pressing to move you out into a new world, a new being, as a new self. And we say unto you, breathe. Take a deep breath. Breathe. And exhale. We know that this is a time that frightens all of you. We know that even this body is reacting not only to its personal strife, but it is also releasing and bringing up from the depths of this entire soul being all of that which has been sustained, has been ingested through lifetimes. It is the great purging. It is the great release. But to do this, we say to you again, you must be present. You must sit in your pain. You must sit in your joy. You must sit in your happiness, because all will come at the same time. You know your way home. Follow the path home. Dive deep. Dive deep into Source. Dive deep into all that you are experiencing, because you are the conduit to transmute this. Dive deep into the moment. We thank you.
Finally, I get to talk. Hello. I know that each of you has been given many, many things, and many, many things you know. Well, we are saying here, all of us, we are saying things you already know. This is not new. You know that it is time for you to do whatever it is that makes you happy. Many of us love to hear music. We love to have parties and joy. Do that for yourself. Find for yourself what you like. Life does not have to be so serious. You take it way too seriously. We wish for you to understand that emotions, as was just mentioned, are meant to flow. Let them flow through. Cry, laugh, joy, pain, feel it all. But do not identify one or the other as me, because they are not. You are beyond that. You are Source. You are connected to everything. We wish we could open your eyes and make you see. But find what brings you joy. Find what brings you happiness, and do that. So if you find that you are sad, feel those feelings. Let them flow through. But then go and play music that is uplifting and beautiful, or connect to the music of the spheres, the music of the heavens that is playing all the time. Oh, we love that. We listen to that always. It is beautiful. Bring beauty in your life. Bring in a flower. Have love on a pet. Do things that make you feel good. Many of you think that this is such a trudge here on this planet, and it is often, and we apologize, we wish it wasn't, but it is. What we wish for you, though, is that you do not stay there. Do not stay so stuck and attached that you cannot see the beauty around you. The beauty in the smile of a child. The love in the eyes of a friend or a partner. See what is good in your life. See what is working. See what is going well. focus there. Do not ignore the other emotions. As was mentioned, you must feel the depth of everything. You are here to have an experience. You get to decide whether it is a heavy negative experience for a long time or just for a moment. If it is just for a moment, you can move on and go beyond the pain. Move on. Let it flow through. Do not call that your identity. Allow yourself to feel the joy that is inside of you by being present to all experience. Yes, there is sadness. Yes, there is struggle. Yes, there is all emotions. And yet we wish for you to find and use the tools we have given you before. Use the tools you already know. What brings you joy? What brings you peace? What helps you feel centered? Perhaps it is coming to a beautiful place such as this. Perhaps it is nature. Perhaps it is water. Perhaps it is air. You decide what brings you joy and go and do that. You keep stopping yourself. No, I must feel everything forever. I must always be depressed. I am a depressed person. I am a anxious person. No, you are not. Those are overlays on top of source. You are source. You are everything. Allow those emotions to come through. Allow them to flow through. But please allow them to leave. Do not identify with them. Stop saying, I am whatever. Except say, I am happy. I am content. I am loved. I am peaceful. Those would be beautiful to hold on to. Do not hold on to all emotions. Do not hold on forever to past things or relationships or all those things you say to yourself. We hear you. We hear you every day. I wish I should have. I wish I could have. I should have, would have, could have. We know. And yet, you are living in the past, not the present. So we want you to be here in the present, right here in this room, letting go of what was before, not stressing about what is to come, doing what you need to do, providing what you need to provide, going to the job or the family each day, but finding time to bring joy, finding time to connect with peace. Do that breath. We gave these beings this breath. It's called the heart breath. We wish for you to do it all the time. If you do it, you will stay calm. You will find the peace even in the chaos. Please, we have repeated these things many times. Many of those have come through these beings and others and said the same thing. You know already the tools you have. You know already the things to do to help you feel better, to bring you back to a good space. We ask that you use them. Do not leave them on this shelf for another lifetime. Use them now. Feel the grief. Feel the sadness. Feel the emotions. Do what is required. Show up. Deal with the difficult situations. Yet, go back and find that peace. Go back and do those things you know that will help you feel more grounded and centered. Breathe. Breathe. It is not difficult. Remember, you are connected to Source. Source is inside of you. That means God or Goddess. All that is a kernel inside. Allow it to wake up. Allow it to grow. Allow it to be who you are. We wish for you to find that peace. For when you do, things will flow so much better. Find that space that you are okay. You are okay. You are fine, peaceful, connected to Source. Go back there when the storms come. Go back there when things are difficult. Go back to that space when the struggles happen. For when you are in that space, when you are feeling calm, the storm abates, and you do not have to struggle anymore. You can enjoy where you are, regardless of what is happening. Find that place inside of you. Thank you.
We see and feel the energy that you are sending these before you. We are appreciative of not only you, but all your guides. Do know they will be fine. The one through which we speak, please understand, is as much a master of light as any of us on this side. He knows the way. He knows the process. But this is now for you. Please understand that as you move through your lives, day in and day out, life is simply life. It is what it is. And when you release the judgment of whether it is a good experience or a bad experience, whether it is a pleasant or unpleasant experience, when you release this and simply accept that it is an experience as it is, you begin to flow with that experience. You begin to release all resistance to that experience. You understand when you have moved beyond the judgment of what is happening, that it is only a flow of energy through your life, through the universe, through all that is, and ultimately simply a flow of energy within Source, nothing more, nothing less. It is a flow. When these emotions that you watch arise before you, arise within you, simply accept them, embrace them. When your inner child is in agony from fear or hurt, whatever it may be, embrace that part of you that is feeling this. Embrace the feelings, for they too are part of your human experience. They are part and parcel of why you chose to come into duality rather than remaining in oneness. In oneness, all is, and nothing is. In duality, you experience both the negative and the positive, the good and the bad. But it is important for you each to remember you have tools. You know how to breathe. You know how to write. You know how to walk. Right? Walk. Simply get up and walk into nature. Walk around the room. Walk somewhere that gives you peace. Bring that peace back inside. Move forward again. Release the need to resist. Release the need to resist. That which you resist creates pain. Let go. Surrender to whatever process you are in. Surrender fully. Surrender completely. Surrender, surrender, surrender to your life. Let go of judging it. Let go of creating it. Simply surrender to the flow of your life. It will take you where you have always needed to go. This is our promise to you. No matter what your plan was coming here, it will come to full fruition. We would say, however, the plan of coming was not the same as the plan of your ego. Yes, the plan of your ego will not always come to fruition. And if it does, it will not be exactly as you think it should be. For that is the game of the ego. We thank you all for your presence, your kindness, and your love this evening. It is appreciated.
Okay, we're going to have a question for you. How do you find peace and happiness and let something go when you know it's your fault that you and another person are in pain?
Is it really? This is the question. And this is where you must begin to look at the answer of this. We hear in this question, and repeat it one more time, please.
How do you find peace and happiness and let go of something when you know it's your fault that you and another person are in pain?
Do you hear, each of you, the ego set up within this question? There is an inherent judgment. Yes, you must accept accountability for what you do in a relationship. You must accept responsibility for the part you play. But we will say to you, as we have said many, many times, you cannot make someone else feel anything. You can do a certain behavior, or you can say a certain phrase, but their reaction to that phrase is their reaction to that phrase or that behavior. If you have looked at a behavior and you find it abhorrent to you, then this is simply you saying, I must bring myself into alignment with that which is my highest self. I must bring this part of me into alignment as an expression of source, not an expression of ego. So how do you find calm and peace when you know that you have contributed to someone else's suffering? This is simple. Ask for forgiveness from them, from yourself, and accept forgiveness from yourself, even if it does not come from them. It is about forgiving yourself for being out of alignment. Many of you have repeatedly over your lifetimes heard the word sin. But very few of you understand that this is nothing more than a term from archery that means a less than perfect shot. It means that if this is the bullseye, you may have hit here. You may have hit here. It simply means a missed shot, an inaccurate expression of source. That is all it means. Take a deep breath. Step back. Forgive yourself, make amends if necessary, and simply move forward. Being present, as we said before, being present fully to that which you are experiencing is the way to return to peace.
It always takes two beings to be in a relationship. So therefore, that means that both beings play a part in the situation. As was mentioned, you accept responsibility for your part. You request of forgiveness or at least seek amends if possible. And if it is not, you release the being. Your mind wishes to torment you. Your mind, your ego wishes to berate yourself that you were awful or you were not good or you did not handle something right. No matter how locked in your mind becomes to the past, it cannot be changed. So commit yourself to learn that what you need to from that past relationship. As was mentioned, forgive yourself. Learn to do that. And then learn to not find yourself in that situation again through better choices, both for yourself and for the other. And it always includes two people, two beings to have a relationship. So you may be berating yourself wholly for the situation, and there may be both that have played their parts to create that situation that was negative. So as was mentioned, self-forgiveness, even if you cannot get it from the other person, is paramount to your peace of mind. You cannot change it. You must learn from it and move forward.
Thank you. I have one more question for you. How does or how can a person disconnect from the outside to better reconnect to the reality within, to be reminded of the truth of their own divinity?
You may go.
How does one disconnect from the external to go within and reconnect to your own divinity? This is easy. You don't. It is not about disconnecting from the external. It is simply about recognizing that the external is merely a screen upon which you are projecting the internal. Nothing more, nothing less. The disconnect that you are asking for is simply about turning your vision inward rather than outward. Once you recognize what's happening on the screen, and these are simply markers for you, these are simply things to look at to say, oh, this is a reflection of here. Now let me go here. Let me look at what this is about inside and realize that even though the reflection out here is a reflection, it is not a mirror reflection, meaning the exact duplicate and opposite of what is in here. It is simply a symbol of what is in here. So when you begin to go inside and begin to do the inner work that we all must do in order to ascend, it is very important that you realize these are symbols. Now you look within. This symbol is saying, it's showing to me perhaps anger, or regret, or resentment, or joy, or lust, or whatever that symbol may be, is reflecting something inside that is similar to that but not identical. You must go inside and look honestly, unscathingly honestly at what it is that you're seeing, what it is that you are avoiding. When we are talking about the uncomfortable projections that are out here, we are actually talking, when we go inside, of doing our shadow work. This means many of you have erroneously termed these things inside of you as demons. They are not. They are simply those unhealed parts of you who have not yet remembered who they are. They have not yet remembered that you, as a being, are whole, complete, and filled with light at each and every moment. So there is no disconnect. There is only a turning inward to do your inner work. That is all that is required. As you do your inner work, your divinity simply emerges as a seed emerges from the earth. It does nothing. The seed does nothing in the darkness of the shadow of the earth, yet it still opens. It still makes its way through that darkness to the light, and then it begins to become and express its entelechea. It begins to express that which it has always been meant to be and has always been held within the holographic image of a seed. This is you. Go within. Allow the seed of God seed, for that is what you are, to sprout. Allow it to grow and bloom. This is not a doing. This is a being. Do you understand the difference between doing and being? Doing means your ego is driving the show. You must do this, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this to achieve. Being, I am source. I am growing and evolving moment by moment in the beauty of the divinity that I am. This is the path.
What keeps you attached to the screen or the movie is your mind. What keeps you stuck, attached to what is outside of you is yourself. You are doing it to yourself. Your ego, your mind, whatever you wish to call it, is thinking and going and going and going and attaching and grabbing and thinking and going. Or perhaps you are thinking, I am so important that I must constantly think. I must constantly figure this out. I am needing to do this. What has been mentioned is true. Realize it is a movie you are watching. Feel emotions if they come, but separate yourself. Walk over the low wall. Step back away from the chaos and drama. See it as an observer and notice it as though it is not your chaos and drama. See if you can see it from a different perspective. The tool that we wish you to have is one that you already know. But your mind is so busy and chattering and talking and telling you all the time what is wrong and how you should be and they should be and how it should be laid out, that you forget that the tool is called mindful meditation, which really means letting your mind go. Not on a quest or a vision or a guided imagery, but quiet to nothing. It is in the stillness of nothing you find source. It is in the stillness of nothing you find peace. It is in the stillness of nothing you remember who you really are. The chatter, the mind, the ego, the attachments, they are all part of the video game. Realize that. Step back from the game. Remove your headset. Allow yourself to feel into you, to be quiet, to be calm, to find that space where Source resides. In that breath that has been given to you, that anukrihealing heart breath, you go above all the chaos to a place that is still, a place that is all, a place that is Source. That peace, that quiet is inside of you, but you must control this chatter. You must meditate. You must find that space of quiet inside. If you do not, you will be thrown from side to side, from emotion to emotion, from relationship to relationship, and not find that peace we are discussing, that quiet in the midst. Find a way. There are many options for you. Find a way to sit, if only for a few minutes each day, in quiet mind. Quiet mind. Whether it is through breathing, whether it is through music, whether it is through meditation, find that emptiness that is there, and you will connect with Source. And that is all that you need. For that is peace. That is compassion for self and others. That is joy and happiness. Make room in your day, every day, for time to sit quiet. Quiet. Centered. Peaceful.
Thank you very much. There are no more questions.
And so it is.
So it is.